Hello, I am Shivaji Bhaskar, Faculty of Russian at the School of Foreign Languages, IGNOU. I welcome you all to this course, Basics of Russian Communication Skills. As you know that in our previous modules, we have been discussing about various aspects of the Russian grammar. With the help of texts as a pedagogical tool to learn Russian language, we have been using a variety of such texts. In these texts, you will come across many different words, expressions, sentences which belong to different cases. Accordingly, in this module, we shall be taking one text titled Accusative, which means about self. As in any other language, talking about self is very important in order to express that what kind of person you are, where do you study or where do you work, what is your profession, what kind of activities or hobbies do you do and have, what are your interests, and many other aspects of your life. That is why we have chosen this particular theme to talk about through a text titled Accusative, which means about self. Let's begin the text first with Russian so that you can understand the tone and texture of the Russian language. Afterwards, we shall try to understand the text with the help of English translation, and then we shall try to do the analysis of the text so that we can understand the nuances of the Russian grammar, where we will underline important words, adjectives, adverbs, verbs in their conjugated forms, and popular expressions. So let's begin the text titled Accusative. Меня зовут Рита. Мне 20 лет. Я студентка. Я учусь в университете имени Джавахарлала Неру. Я живу в общежитии. Я изучаю русский язык на факультете иностранных языков. Потому что я хочу читать русскую литературу на русском языке. Мой отец работает на заводе. Он биохимик, но любит читать литературу. Он любит Пушкина, Достоевского, Толстого, Горького и Чехова. Читает их произведения на хинди и говорит, что я тоже должна читать эти произведения. Я очень люблю музыку. У меня есть CD-плеер. Каждый день я слушаю современную индийскую музыку. Я иногда слушаю рок-н-ролл. Мне также нравится индийская классическая музыка. У меня есть младший брат. Теперь я хочу рассказывать Аннем. Моего младшего брата зовут Анил. Ему 15 лет. Он школьник и учится в 10 классе. Он тоже любит языки. Он хочет изучать японский язык в университете имени Джавахарлала Неру, потому что он хочет работать в международной фирме. Как и я, он тоже любит музыку. Ему нравятся старые песни. Он играет на гитаре. Он любит смотреть разные музыкальные передачи по телевизору. Here we have understood the text titled ACBA, which means about self. I am sure that you have understood the tone and texture of the text, and now we shall try to understand the text with the help of English translation. So now let's try to understand the text with the help of English translation. The title of the text is ACBA, which means about self. Меня зовут Рита. My name is Rita. Мне 20 лет. I am 20 years old. Я студентка. I am a student. Я учусь в университете имени Джавахарлала Неру. I study in a university имени Джавахарлала Неру. Я живу в общежитии. I live in a hostel. Я изучаю русский язык на факультете иностранных языков. I study Russian language in the Department of Foreign Languages. Потому что я хочу читать русскую литературу на русском языке. Because I want to read Russian literature in Russian language. Мой отец работает на заводе. My father works in a plant. Он биохимик. He is a biochemist. Он любит читать литературу. He loves to read literature. Он любит Пушкина, Достоевского, Толстого, Горького и Чехова. He loves Pushkin, Dostoevsky, Tolstoy, Gorky and Chekhov. Читать их произведения. Read their work of art. На хинди, in Hindi language. И говорит, and says, что я тоже должна читать эти произведения. That I also must read these works of art. Я очень люблю музыку. I love music very much. У меня есть CD-плеер. I have a CD player. Каждый день я слушаю современную индийскую музыку. Every day I listen to the contemporary Indian music. Я иногда слушаю рок-н-ролл. I sometimes listen to rock and roll. Мне также нравится индийская классическая музыка. I also like Indian classical music. У меня есть младший брат. I have a younger brother. Теперь я хочу рассказывать о нем. Now I want to talk about him. Моего младшего брата зовут Anil. My younger brother's name is Anil. Ему 15 лет. He is 15 years old. Он школьник. He is a school student. и учится в 10 классе, and he studies in the 10th class. Он тоже любит языки. He also likes languages. Он хочет изучать японский язык. He wants to study Japanese language. В университете имени Джавахарлала Неру. In the university JNU. Потому что он хочет работать в международной фирме. Because he wants to work in a multinational company. Как и я, он тоже любит музыку. Like me, he also loves music. Ему нравятся старые песни. He likes old songs. Он играет на гитаре. He plays guitar. Он любит смотреть разные музыкальные передачи по телевизору. He loves to watch different musical programs on television. So here, with the help of English translation, we have understood fully the text titled About Self. As the text is about a girl who is narrating about her family, her father, his likings, then she talks about herself, her passion, her hobbies, and then about her younger brother, about his likings and what kind of activities he does. So now let's pay attention to the questions based on the text quickly, and then we shall try to do the analysis of the text. So the question number 1 is Расскажите о Рите. Tell about Rita. Где она живет и учится? Where does she live and study? The question number 2 is где работает ее отец? Where does her father work? Что он любит делать в свободное время? What does he like to do in free time? Third question is Рита любит слушать музыку. So the question is, does Rita listen to music? The fourth one is расскажите о ее младшем брате. Narrate about his younger brother. So these are the questions which are based on the text. Now we shall go through the nouns, adjectives, adverbs, verbs, and special expressions which have been used in the text to understand it more clearly, and then we shall do the text analysis. So the nouns which we have used in the text are like be a chemic, as it is also a profession. Работать кем? Мой отец работает биохимиком. He works as a biochemist. Pop musica translates as pop music. Rock and roll translates as rock and roll type of music. CD player means CD player. Школьник means schoolboy. Now let's go through a few adjectives. Любимый means favorite. Международный means international. Музыкальный means musical. Химический means chemical. Now let's pay attention to a few adverbs. Конечно means certainly. Обязательно means without fail. Также means also, it also means too. And some words like должен, должна, должны, which means must, as we have seen how do we use them in the text. Then a few verbs. Готовить means to prepare. Ждать means to wait. Играть means to play. Любить means to love. Пить means to drink. Хотеть means to want. Как вас зовут? Как вас зовут means what is your name. Факультет иностранных языков, Department of Foreign Languages. Мне нравится, ему нравится, I like, he likes, and then о себе means about self. Now we have understood a few nouns, adjectives, expressions, verbs which have been used in the text. Now we shall try to do the analysis of this text titled о себе, which means about self. Whenever we start the text, there must be a title, and if you pay attention to the title of the text, it starts with a preposition, a. So that is why it is more important to underline the usage of preposition in this text. О себе. Меня зовут Rita. My name is Rita. So the text is about Rita and about her family, what kind of activities they do. So the text starts with Меня зовут Rita. Как вас зовут? Меня зовут Rita. So it can be replaced by any other name whenever you try to narrate the text by self. The second sentence is Мне 20 лет. Сколько вам лет? How old are you? In Russian, this is the standard expression we use to ask the age of a person. Сколько вам лет? If somebody you wants to show respect, an elder to you, and if somebody is younger or closer to you, then сколько тебе лет? The answer would always be мне. If you want to answer yourself, мне 20 лет. But as we know, the counting in Russian, after 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 till 20 лет, then 21 год, 22 года, 23 года, 24 года, and 25 лет. So for 21 is год, 22, 23, 24 is года, and then 25 is лет. So like this you can also answer the question, as you will learn in the dedicated modules of the genitive case. Я студентка. I am a student. So for Rita, as you know, it is a popular Russian name for girls. That is why we have used the noun studentka, which means a girl student. Я учусь в университете имени Джавахарлала Нехру. I study in the university named after Jawaharlal Nehru. So that is why for JNU the standard expression in Russian is Университет имени Джавахарлала Нехру. Я живу в общежитии. I live in a hostel. So here it is a good expression where we have used the preposition в. Общежитие has changed into общежитие. Likewise, you have seen that how университет changed to университете. Я изучаю русский язык на факультете иностранных языков. I study Russian. Я изучаю русский язык. I study Russian So for Russian, you have used the adjective Ruski. Я изучаю какой язык? Русский язык. You can change it to Japanese as Японский. For English, it would be английский. But for Hindi, we have to use Я изучаю язык хинди, like this. На факультете иностранных языков, at the faculty of or at the department of international languages. But as you know, for иностранных языков, the standard translation which we use is foreign languages. So, я изучаю русский язык на факультете иностранных языков. I study Russian language at the faculty of or at the school of or at the department of foreign languages. Потому что я хочу читать русскую литературу. Because I want to read Russian literature. So here in these two sentences we came across the usage of the plural form of the adjectives and the nouns, like я изучаю русский язык на факультете. After the факультете we have used иностранных языков. So the department of foreign languages. Then we have used the verb хотеть in a conjugated form. Я хочу, like you have seen я учусь, я живу, like this. All these three verbs you can see we have conjugated in the form of ya, means I in the pronouns. Я изучаю, I study, я живу, I live, and я учусь, I study, and я хочу means I want. So like this you can also use the verb and conjugate them as per the requirement in your own text. Then я хочу читать русскую литературу. Я хочу читать что? So whenever you have the feminine gender word, the noun changes to у, русскую литературу. So it's a good example of accusative на русском языке, and then prepositional. Мой отец работает на заводе. My father works in a plant. So whenever we use the word zavod, it means plant, industrial plant or a factory, like this. But however, for factory in Russian we have the word fabrika. So you can use the word as per the requirement of the test, as per the context. Он биохимик. He is a biochemist. Он любит читать литературу. Again, it's a good example of accusative after the verb любить. Читать литературу. So in place of literature, if you want to have any other subject like physics, so it could be он любит физику. So he likes physics. Chemistry, он любит химию. Химия changes into химию. So like this, as per the rules of the grammar, you can change the ending of the noun. Let's go ahead. Он любит Пушкина. He loves Pushkin. Достоевского. Достоевский. Толстого. Горького. Чехова. So these are the famous names of Russian writers. Читает их произведения на хинди and reads about his works in Hindi. И говорит, что я тоже должна читать эти произведения, that I also must read these works. Я очень люблю музыку. I love very much music. So music, because ends with a, changes into музыку after the usage of the verb любить in accusative. У меня есть CD player. For CD player in Russian also it has been borrowed like that. However, there is no standard translation for that. So CD player always translated as CD player, like computer, like internet. So many other borrowed words in the vocabulary of Russian remains same. Каждый день я слушаю современную индийскую музыку. So after the conjugated form of verb слушать, я слушаю, современная индийская музыка changes into современную индийскую музыку, another good example of accusative. Я иногда слушаю рок-н-ролл. So rock-and-roll also remains same. Мне также нравится индийская классическая музыка. So for to say I also like, мне также тоже нравится индийская классическая музыка remains классическая музыка. У меня есть младший брат. I have a younger brother. If you want to say I have an elder brother, then у меня есть старший брат. Теперь я хочу рассказывать о нем. Now I would like to talk about him or narrate about him. Рассказывать, to narrate, to talk about him. О нем. So this is the expression to say about him. Моего младшего брата зовут Анил. So кого? So the standard question. Кого моего брата зовут? So good example of accusative again. Ему 15 лет. So whenever we have the construction кому in дательный, we answer кому сколько вам лет, кому сколько лет, then ему 15 лет. Он школьник и учится в 10 классе. He is a schoolboy and studies in the 10th standard. Он тоже любит языки. He also likes languages. Он хочет изучать японский язык в университете имени Джавахарлал Неру. So he also loved to study, изучать японский язык, Japanese language. So like this, немецкий язык, German language, and язык means language. Then you have many other foreign languages. французский язык means French language. Like this, you can replace. Университете имени Jawaharlal Nehru. So the university after the name, named after Jawaharlal Nehru. потому что он хочет работать. потому что. So this is again a very good expression which we use after the question почему. Why? So the answer will always starts with потому что, because. Он хочет работать в международной фирме, because he wants to work in multinational company. Международная компания, международная фирма means multinational firm or multinational company, like that. Как и я, он тоже любит музыку. Like me, he also loves music. Ему нравятся старые песни. He loves old songs. If you want to say новые песни, старые would be replaced by новые, new songs. Or contemporary, современные песни. Он играет на гитаре. He plays guitar. Он любит смотреть разные музыкальные передачи. So передача means programs. Музыкальные передачи means musical programs. По телевизору, on television. So here, with the help of the text analysis, we have clearly understood the meaning of the text, the kind of sentences, the kind of constructions we have used. You have also came across various sentences belong to different cases of the Russian case system. I hope you enjoyed the text thoroughly, and we shall be taking a few more text so that we can understand the case system of Russian efficiently. Thank you.